Blake is a new member of our martial arts demo team and very enthusiastic. So, Blake, if you would, begin form 2. What he's trying to do is coordinate his hands and feet and basically teach himself how to have equal coordination between left and right sides. So what he's doing is he's strengthening both sides of his body while he's practicing techniques that look like karate. Thank you, Blake. That was great. Blake is going to have a partner come forward to use some of his basic self-defense moves. We start people in basic self-defense moves as soon as they come into the school, because our school really is about self-defense. It's not about winning tournaments. So we really want to prepare people for the street. Begin, please. This is basically learning how to get out of the way of the punch. Not just block a punch, but being able to use footwork so that you can move away from a punch, regardless of the person's size. That way, if the block misses, then your footwork has carried you out of harm's way. Very good. Thank you, Blake. And have Gabrielle come up. And she's going to do a form that we start off with, and it explores the different stances that we do. Are ready, Gabrielle? Begin. So you'll see 3 distinct different stances in here. The horse stance that she's doing now, fighting stance, and a front stance. These have different applications, and they're used for different stepping patterns, and later this coordinated footwork is put together for different types of attacks and defenses. Thank you, Gabrielle. Next, we have Allison performing what we call Form 4. Watch the quickness in this form. It's pretty impressive, and they're going to combine stepping and lots of different types of hand techniques. Ready, Allison? Begin. Watch the quickness. Watch how she coordinates her whole body. There's a lot of movements and there's a lot of turns. She's keeping her balance really well and being able to move through this quite quickly. That's the idea, that you really are very sure-footed. Excellent. They're actually going for vital points. Elbows are used a lot. There's a lot of neck breaks in this particular form. One more time. Try to watch it again. This is going to move quickly. Try to see where they're actually striking. Very good. We teach Tang Sudo, Indonesian Silat, Tongkat, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, classical Japanese Jitsu, and we also teach a little bit of Wing Chun and Jeet Kune Do. So you can see that there's an enormous variety of what we teach, and this gives a person the ability and the awareness to deal with multiple types of styles and their format of attack. So we're trying to prepare them to be well-rounded. Notice that we like to attack the joints a lot and move out of the way. Notice the timing that takes place, that the punch is timed with the footwork. It's not just moving the hands and moving the arms, it's really coordinated with the feet, and that is coordinated by the waist. So basically she's going to take the same weapon and turn it back on the attacker. One more time. Nice and slow so you can kind of see the movements. She's actually attacking pressure points at the same time, so it disables the attacker's arms. Excellent, thank you. His meaning, every single movement has 5 or 6 applications. Watch the speed of the form and see the directionality. Ready? Begin. The movements are done fast, but they're also changing angles very fast. It's hard to keep up with the footwork, but it's changing rapidly along with the hands. So the idea is the person doesn't really have a predictability on which direction the hands are coming from. This is real wood. This is from the lumber yard. This isn't something that is thin and easy to break. This is something you build furniture out of. So first, we're going to have Dawn come up, and we're going to show the application of actually, we do everything usually on the ground, but this is an application where he would actually have to move over someone or an obstacle. And we're going to do a jump kick. It's not going to be real high, but high enough. And the idea is he has to coordinate his body in the air. And that's not as easy as it sounds, especially when you're trying to break 1 inch. Next, we're going to have Madeline come up, and she's going to execute something very foundational and basic to self-defense, and that's a knee strike. In the Muay Thai tradition, there's several angles that we use with the knee strike. She's going to basically just do a frontal knee so you can see it. Now you're going to see something from the C-Lot in the Sirach forms that we did, that Kat and Lisa did previously. And that's an elbow strike, something that's really underestimated as a weapon. Most people think about the fist and the punch or the karate chop. The elbow is your friend in a self-defense situation. The power and the ability to lacerate and cut is enormous. No problem. Next, you're going to see one of the actual kicks that was done in Form 5 that Kat and Lisa performed. And this is the example of what a walking side kick can do. So you notice how she's moving her whole body into the kick. It's not just snapping her knee. This is her whole body moving into the kick. And this is how she derives her power. Very good. Just to let you know that they are real. Face the audience. Feet together. And bow. Thank you, everyone. The Inner Strength Martial Arts Demo Team, thank you very much for your attention. You've been great.